Sometimes the best thing to say is nothing.
You let your boyfriend have a girl best friend?
Yes.
You do not cook, you do not clean. But now it seems like Cardi B has lived and is living to possibly regret those words. Welcome to my channel. Grab some popcorn, enjoy the show, and do not forget to subscribe.
Because it's like sometimes you need advice from a female. So when you fuck up, a female's gonna tell you the truth of where you fuck up. When me and him have issues.
Okay, another thing. Can you take me out the hood? I see you trying to make it out.
I'm about to go back in the hood if y'all don't buy my album.
Please.
Cardi B is in a typical dilemma. She wants something good, but she doesn't know how to get it. Or if she possibly gets something good that she thinks is good, she doesn't know how to keep it, or to manage it, or to prevent it from ever disappearing.
You're nothing but another victim.
And I think it's because she's misguided. She lacks the knowledge to know how to keep it, and she lacks the knowledge to know how to maintain it. She has some good advice, some good things, but when you mix that up with some things that do not make sense, it is just inevitable that everything that you have is going to crash. And we're going to get straight into it today.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Now, Cardi B was just going viral for saying that it is okay for her husband or for your partner to have a female best friend. Now, mind you, she's divorced. Now, the thing is it wrong for your partner to have friends with the opposite sex? There's nothing wrong with that. It sounds crazy when you say that people should not have friends from any sex. You should have as many friends as possible. Good friends, by the way.
Of course.
But when you include the word best, you see that word best? That best friend for a married person is reserved only for your partner, or should be reserved only for your spouse.
What relationship advice can I share is that if you love somebody, no matter what, try to work it out.
What lesson has he taught you?
He has taught me, I always thought I was this strong woman. Well, I am a strong woman, but I always felt like I know everything. Matter of fact, that's what it is. I always feel like I know everything, and he taught me that I don't.
And mind you, not all best friends are the same. There are some best friends that are, quite frankly, very stupid. There are some best friends that you think they're your best friends, but they may not want the best for you because they may be jealous. You don't really understand the full human mind of somebody. All because they're your best friend does not mean that they may give you the best advice. And those two words are not correlated.
Emotional damage.
So, let's flip this. Imagine, if you're a woman watching this, imagine that your husband was best friends with Cardi B.
Fuck.
Would you be 100% or even remotely comfortable with your husband taking your issues to Cardi B to ask for advice? Now, that does not mean that you cannot have a female best friend or male best friend that can be good at giving advice, but unfortunately, there's a limited level or wisdom of advice somebody can give you when they do not really know the full complexities of your marriage. Wait for a second, I gotta ask a question. Have y'all subscribed to this channel yet? I know you are enjoying this video, so make sure you subscribe so we can fly. Back to the video. And even if they're to give you advice on the logical standpoint of what you should do, because they do not have your emotions, because they do not have your personalities, because they do not have the same life that you have, that advice that person gives you, no matter how well-meaning it is, will not be 100% applicable to you.
Help me. Help me. Nigga. Help me.
They may have their own struggles that they struggle with, but their strengths may be your weaknesses. So if they're to give you advice on what they would do, that doesn't mean that you have the strength to do that.
Whenever you're about to link with a, you have to drink electrolytes. Not really Gatorade, but you need to drink like Pedialyte, super electrolytes, so that puts nice and wet. And if you think that this is enough, no, I'm talking about like 3 big shits of Pedialyte. So when that come through, bitch, you leaking on that fucking, that leaking. Don't say I never, because I be teaching y'all a lot of things. Don't say I never told y'all something. You want that wet? Drink electrolytes for fucking 4 days. Drink Pedialyte for 4 days, bitch.
So, taking advice from an opposite best friend may not be helpful because they are not you and they do not understand the complexities of what it is to date somebody that is your spouse. Again, it all comes down to how you see that word best friend. To me, your best friend that is the opposite sex, if you're married, should be your partner. And that doesn't mean that you and your best friend will never fight. Y'all will fight, but you know that you guys like each other more or greater than the argument that you were having.
It's an evil world we live in. But hey, I'm gonna keep living.
So currently, Cardi B is divorced, and I don't think that she has the proper wisdom to handle her life even after she gets divorced. Because this whole thing going on with Stefan Diggs, it just tells you that most of these people just be saying whatever they need to say because they feel like saying it and because they know that it will get clipped and it will go viral. I would say, first of all, the only person that you should ask advice from are people that one want what's best for you. You need to be advised by people that love you and don't want you to go down the wrong path that they would not want themselves to go. And two, they must also have the right knowledge to help you and know you well enough to understand your personality, to know you as a person, and to know your tendencies. Because if they just know the right advice, they can tell you something that's right, but they can tell you in the wrong way because they do not know you enough to deliver that same advice.
Have you ever cheated? First, have you ever cheated in a relationship?
I have.
Okay, so you say.
I have. And
Did they find out?
no, I'm sneaky. I'm sneaky, but you want to know something? After you get married and you cheat, it's a sin. It's not sinning if you guys are dating or anything.
That's a technicality.
Thank you for my kids, though. All three of them.
Like I said, Cardi B is misguided. She wants the right things, but she doesn't know the right way to get it. And even if she knows some right ways, she also knows a lot of wrong ways that have contaminated her entire strategy on how to get to wherever she wants to go. You cannot have a 90% right answer of doing things but 10% poison, because if you give somebody water but that water is 10% poison, that person will not drink it. So you cannot mix the right and the wrong. You have to either be right or you stay wrong and end up in the wrong places. Here are other people's opinions on this matter. Cardi B sounds slow AF. She does sound slow, but again, we can't really expect much. The next person says, and this is why she is in the predicament that she is now. And that is so true. When you have the right things and you mix it up with the wrong things, you're going to end up in a wrong situation that you probably never wished for in the first place. The next comment says she probably likes threesomes, which is crazy to say, especially when you don't know somebody's sexual life, especially when you don't even know who they are as a person. But I guess everybody's free to say whatever they want to say on the internet nowadays, especially when nobody can come and fight you for whatever you have to say. The next comment says, yeah, if you do not want your marriage to work, again, it all depends on who you have around your marriage. If you have sensible people that know you well enough, you can take some good advice for them, but you cannot leave their words or make their words the final be say and do all of what you're going to do to make your marriage work. Again, this is also highly important on the partner that you choose. She chose Offset, so we all know that there was no amount of good advice that somebody would give Cardi B that will fix her issues, because Offset and her was a match made in hell. So you have to start early enough. And if you start early enough, you can probably make sure that what you got is going to be maintained for the rest of your life. Let me know your opinions in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.